I didn't realize, because I'm a busy man, 3 consecutive years you're in this championship game. They're going to be talking about this for 20 years from now, like the stuff your dad used to do. How proud are you of this football team?
They've been resilient all year. They've bounced back from some setbacks and some adversities, and super proud of them. They've done unbelievable. They've had a great run. They've stuck together, and it's been fun. It's been a great ride.
All right, I get one, okay, because your family, the history of this place go way back to my TV days. Mercury Morris passed away. And till this day, people are shocked that he went to this school district. Your father, now in his 80s, that man, Mercury, and recently Kansas City gets knocked from the unbeaten ranks, so that means Joncur and everyone is celebrating. He was a part of that. The great late Don Shula, Bob Greasy, it just goes on. What did he really mean moving forward, the history of this school district, this football program?
I think Mercury Morris was a great athlete, a great, you hear stories about him, and his legacy. And he went on to West Texas State and played with my father down there. So that's the connection, which is kind of neat. They played in college together. He said Eugene was a special talent back then. And of course, his NFL career spoke for itself. So he's definitely one of, if not the most distinguished alumni that I think Avonworth has. There's plenty of them, but from what I've heard, he was a great one.
Let me say this too. This school district has really done some incredible things too since then. And when I was doing play-by-play in television, this is a fantastic school district, and this region is moving and growing as far as people are concerned.
I mean, the basketball program, boys and girls, have done extremely successful the last few years. The soccer programs, the volleyball programs, the baseball team went to the state championship last year. The softball team has gone to the state championship. So all the athletic programs have been extremely successful at Avonworth in the most recent 5 to 10 years, which is exciting for all the athletes. The soccer team went to the state semifinals and lost a tough game this year. So it's been an exciting time to be an Antelope for sure.
All right, listen, just a couple of more things. He's busy. He's got to go. I've got a lot more to do before the night is over. So you played Central Valley early on. I talked to Coach Lyons about this Western Hills Conference game. You won 21-14. They were banged up then. They're a much better football team. He said earlier today, exactly what it takes to win a football game this time of year. Going to be a good matchup on Saturday, is it not?
Oh, absolutely. Mark does a great job. And that's what I told our players. I said, Central Valley has been there and done that. Coach Lyons has been there and done that. So he will have his team prepared. They will be ready to compete on the big stage, and it's going to be a great matchup.
All right, let me just share this with you. And I shared it with Coach Lyons and that audience earlier, and I owe it to you folks that are fans of the Lopes, and obviously I am too. Avonworth Central Valley, no strangers to this game at AccuShore Stadium. They've got impressive track records. Listen to this. The Warriors are back in the championship for the 5th time in 6 years, and as we mentioned, 3 consecutive years. So it's a great story. And he talked a lot about the 3 players who kind of handle the majority of your football. Talk about the brothers and talk about what they mean to your football team. Go ahead.
Oh, absolutely. Nico and Luke and Neil, just special kids, a great family, great attitudes, great energy. They're just fun to be around. They're not about their stats or their glory. They didn't carry the ball much up until the playoffs, but they were okay with that. And their time has come, and they've delivered, the last 3 weeks. So it's been exciting to see them, fulfill their roles.
And the other gentleman.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Dimitri Velaceris. Absolutely.
Yes, Velaceris,
It's a spark. He's a gritty sophomore running back that just adds to our dynamic and runs hard, runs fast, runs downhill. They're a problem to prepare for.
This is the other thing. Greensburg-Salem, Beaver area, which defeated you earlier in the year. Great football win there. But Imani Christian, the best of the best, just everything seemed to work that night.
It didn't work when it was 0-0.
No.
It was a defensive battle. It was, it was a slugfest, and it was who was going to come out on top.
You held them out of the end zone, which I found to be amazing.
Yeah, they got a big play for an 85-yard run. We talked about minimizing space and controlling the big play, and we had one let down defensively, and it was on that play, and they took advantage of it. They were a talented team. They were physical. They were fast. They were just a challenge across the board. And it was a great game. It was a great win.
Before I let you go, and again, thank you for this time. I know you're a busy guy. This is going to come down to defense more, I think, than anything, because both got high octane offenses. They've got three guys too. Now Mason is the senior, the sophomore is Janice, and the other senior we talked about is Rutherford, who's healthy now as the rest of this team is. So they've got their three too. So the idea is to stop one another's offense.
Absolutely. Defense wins championships. That's what they say. So hopefully we play good defense on Saturday.
Listen, thanks so much. Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
All right. That's it. More to come later with your Pratt Pack. Stay with us. Thanks, Coach.
All right.